Portrait of Emlanjeni. Chapter 1. To reach Emlanjeni, one has to plan a 3-hour drive from Emlanjeni, about 20 kilometers south of Bulawayo. Emlanjeni hills of this famous Njelele Shrine and Matopos National Park, a national heritage site, lies on the village's north. You drive on a steep road, curving, turning, and meandering around huge rock boulders, past the balancing rocks on the left, till you cross a narrow bridge on Hove River. That is the bridge which makes bus drivers forbid women and children from occupying the front seats. As the bus descends the bridge, fearful passengers on their maiden trips to Bulawayo onto Tuziatunga lose control of let out shrieks which sometimes cause the bus to lose control of the steering wheel. On the eastern side of the road, on huge rock boulders, still lie the remains of Tsitsi Nomsa Ngwenya. After the park, the road narrows all the way to Kes, a small business center with a court and shops dotted on either side. The place is dry. One can smell its dryness. Acacia bushes dot the flat landscape, which is littered with little whitish, dusty stones. The whole surrounding area, all the way to Mwewo River, is mostly garnet and dry, giving the impression of a place being frequently cleaned by nature's hands. The road widens past Makisa Growth Point, past the Balakwe Hill, beyond the mine dam, at the bottom of the hill. Worried travelers look at the Balakwe mine dam with sorrowful eyes. Silent drumbeats echo from the mine dam, evading through the leaves of the trees dotted around it, pivoting the rocks past the rivers and the vast sands into the hearts of Emlanjeni inhabitants. Sorrow, fear, anger. These feelings are the people's well-kept secret. They do not show them to strangers. They say nothing to them about men, women, and children who were swallowed by a moment in the country's history, a moment that is spoken of in hushed tones. When they travel with strangers in buses or Malaicha's vans, they look at Balakwe Hill, shake their heads, mumble something, shedding a tear or two before they look at their hands or lips. The harrowing memories are always there, even if the elders witness the horrendous events are gone. Memory has legs. Even when treacherous pens of dubious historians deceptively omit facts, memory creeps in the underbrush of people's minds, whispering, sighing, popping its head on the surfaces of their amnesia. The hill itself looks tormented. It seems to be yearning for forgiveness, for relief, for freedom. Its folds contain dark history, a burden that a simple hill cannot carry alone. Yet sometimes it seems to be blaming the irresponsive, incurious, insensitive dump lying at its feet. Emlanjeni itself is about 40 kilometers southwest of the infamous Balakwe Hill. If one cared to imagine the aerial view of the two rivers bordering the river, Simpate and Marali, with Kwanike hillocks on the south, the picture will be a breathtaking one, the kind you find framed as a monument in a museum. Descend along some patches of black clay on some areas and red soils on the other hold the ground together. Grass slowly dies of thirst after the February-March rains, only to come back to life during October-November planting season. Houses of all shapes sit on the flat plain, receiving every assault of the sun's rays during the hot season. Thatched round huts huddle silently through this assault, shoulders hunched, as if existing on this monotonous landscape has taught them the benefits of stoicism. But the same cannot be said about zinc roofs. They glare back at the sun with a blinding shine, and when you sit under these roofs during the day, the sound of this invisible combat comes in the form of irregular crackling, as if a mischievous boy is throwing pebbles on the roofs. The zinc roofs have increased in Emlanjeni because many enterprising young men and women have trekked down south. If the young men and women had not decided to go and work at Emma Kitchen, Ekon, the village would have perished from incurable poverty. Rain is sporadic here. Crops wilt and die of dehydration before ripening. Most people worked in the industries in Bulawayo are back home after the factories either shut down or were run down with people with no clue about what they are doing. The farming they came back to hardly sustained them. The most common form of transport are malaichas vans, pulling trolleys loaded with groceries in changana bags, bicycles, empty 20-liter buckets, fencing wires, zinc sheets, anything their customers give them to take to those who care of their children back home. Thank you.